All right, audio test. Trent, can you try saying something as well?
Hey, boys, can you hear us? Let us know.
All right, waiting for confirmation.
Hey,
So
Louis says yes.
let's do it.
Felix says yes.
All right, welcome to the 2072 preseason pod. I'm AJ, and we got Trent on the line as well. And it's 12 o'clock midnight in London, but my body thinks it's 7 o'clock, so we're going to do this.
Hey, only 12 midnight. You got some time.
Plenty of time. All right. So it's been a while since we've had a preseason pod. We're gonna do it the traditional way. Start with the champs and their division, and then go from there. I don't want to be up all night, so maybe we do half and someone else does the rest later, or we'll see how quickly we could breeze through it, but want to make sure we're giving an adequate amount of time to each team. All right, switching over to the OTP screen. So we're gonna start with our champions, which it was the Pittsburgh Pirates, right?
Yeah, takes us out of our league over to the NL and the Rivera division. Congrats to Little E and the Pirates.
Yes, 96 and 66 last season, -4 Pythag, and won the championship. All right, what can we say about the Pirates? I think we have to always start with our four-time, not MVP, position player of the year, 64, 66, 69, and 70, Ben's Woodruff.
There was an interesting conversation on Slack shortly after the season. How is he the best player of his generation? And of course, what's tough about that is that you don't know where to start and end the generation.
Mm-hmm.
Um, The only guy that you can come close to is Hadley Smart. If you go out a little bit past when Woodruff started, you can get the full career of Hadley Smart. And so, be an interesting debate to be made because they do have similar war.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, very different players. But if you prefer the career of Woodruff or Smart, but I just thought it was interesting. Either way, Woodruff, obviously one of the best players of the generation, guaranteed Hall of Famer, and that was true a little while ago. But it's interesting. Yeah, I mean, he's off to a good start again. Had a great first sim.
Yeah.
I mean, he's the best. I don't know that you want to start a team for 1 year without. I mean, how many players you make it through before you pick Woodruff? Are there even five?
Well, if you're looking at him at his age 32 and a half season,
Well, yeah, I'm just saying
yeah.
for 1 year. For 1 year,
Yeah.
how many guys you want before Woodruff? There aren't very many.
No,
So
not at all. All right. So they are looking to continue to compete and run it back. Were there any off-season additions or subtractions?
I don't know that it's an addition. Got to think Victor Nuttall, like the name,
Yeah.
makes us forward this year. Pitched pretty well last year, uh, but because he was hurt a little bit uh,
Yeah.
for a couple of weeks with some back spasms, and uh, had a 4 ERA. Perfectly nice player. Does he take a step forward? My scout's a real big fan,
Same.
so wouldn't be surprised to see that. Um, does that count as an addition? Is he the ace for this team? Um, it's interesting when you look at this team. I mean, they look really balanced. Um, One could argue they could use another rotation piece. Um,
Yeah. That's an easy argument.
I like Sonny White, but towards the end here, like his Ryder Kennedy, some nice player. I do like Gary Chinchilla, also a color of rabbit, and an interesting little player. He's been a pretty good pitcher for the Pirates over several years here. So um,
What is this guy doing on the roster? Julian Hackney.
he's taken up space.
What
You
is he?
can see he had a wonderful first inning pitch this year.
Yeah.
Um,
Yes.
Three earned runs, two of them, at least two of them, two home runs. Um, and the appropriate name, Julian Hackney, should be sent down promptly.
Is someone hurt? Okay, they have someone hurt. Bucky Valdez, who's a good reliever, but he's out for the year. That
It's
hurts.
not going to get
That
better.
hurts. Yeah.
Um, this team, I think this team looks really nice offensively. Um, Shane Bell will come back. I guess this is a guy that got hurt. Was that very early in spring training, maybe? Um, and
Yeah, in
He's a
February.
decent little player. So he'll be back. Again, I like this team a little bit more offensively than defensively. People can disagree. Um, but I like what I see as pretty nice lineup pieces here. Um, Daniel Curate, nice little young, really good defensive shortstop. At least he should be. He gets hurt a little bit, listed as fragile. Was out for all of
He
um,
didn't play last year. Yeah.
yeah, all of last year somehow. Oh, 13-month injury right at the end of 2070. Yikes. That
With
is
a
rough.
setback. With a
Yep,
setback. Yeah.
that is rough. So, provided he can stay on the field, I like the player. But I like this outfield. I like Reynoso. I like Salazar. I like Joe Stein. I just like this team. I think they're well balanced. Not a lot of holes. We found a few on the pitching staff. Um, you could squint and see a way that this team needs another starter. Um, but tough to imagine this team doesn't contend in the Revere again. Just it's a hard sell for me that this team isn't going to be right there at the end of the year, competing for a playoff spot, competing to win that division.
Yeah, we'll have to see more teams. I mean, looking at this team on paper, Gavin Grant as your DH. Come on. Hopefully there's someone else. They're 6, 7, 8, 9, and their lineup isn't that great. This team, I know they just won a championship, but with this bullpen, bottom of the rotation, bottom of the lineup, like you could call me crazy, but this looks like a high 80s, low 90s win team. I don't think this is going to be mid to high 90s.
Would they win last year?
They won 96 with a Pythag of 100, but I think it's more like
Yeah,
Etton's previous teams where it's high 80s, maybe scratch 90.
it's an interesting debate. What's the over under on the 72 Pirates? These guys give us a number. If it's 95, are we taking the under? If it's 90, are we taking the under? What's the proper over under for this team's wins this year?
I think you set it at 90.
90?
Yeah,
See what guys say. If the over under is 90, what do we do? So,
I'll post it.
yeah, I think they look pretty good. Um, if you go to meet the team, they're not as big a fan of Joe Stein as I am because I like the production. Um, Other than that, looks pretty good to me. Like what I'm seeing here. Looks like a pretty balanced team. They're not a big fan of Tim Quinn. Third base, maybe a need. Um,
Yeah.
we'll see what happens. And does Bell come back? Is he healthy? Does he help in
Wow,
the
it's overwhelming agrees with me. We have 4 unders so far. No overs. Oh, one over. Finally got an over. Jason.
lead?
No, it's Tarlo.
Okay.
All right. Let's move on.
I do
Uh,
like the Pirates, though. I think there's a pretty good team. So
I'm gonna hold out until we see more. I'm not convinced. All right. Who finished second? It'd be helpful if we pulled up the standings from last year. Um,
was it the Blue Jays? I know they made the playoffs. Oh no, was it London?
how do
Wait, was
we?
it Texas? Did four teams from this division make the playoffs? I think they did.
How do I even see the history? I forget. It's been a while since I led one of these. Do, do,
I
do.
think I think it was the Texas Rangers.
Let's see. Texas had 95 wins, so it had to
Yeah.
have been. Yeah. Let me just check. Because the Blue Jays, they.
they were
They
a low seed. I
they
think when
squeaked
we
in. They squeaked
in
in.
London and Toronto,
Yeah.
4 teams from the Riviera made the playoffs last year.
Yeah. All right. Well, we are going to Texas. Um,
Under new leadership, welcome to the league, Novak.
yes, that was sad to see. But yeah, he had a good run. He had a championship, 7 playoff seasons in a row. He was a good GM.
I'm on your side. I was a big Yosemite Sam fan,
Yeah.
maybe because of my hatred for other Sams in the league in the past. But it was nice to have a good Sam, as I like to call him, um, or Yosemite Sam, which I also would have allowed. Um, it's interesting because this team was a playoff team last year. So this is a guy coming in, taking over a team that must be at least somewhat competitive. What do you do? Do you sell everything off, make it your own? That tends to be eventually what every new GM does, or do you try to run it back with the old guys' players?
Yeah.
It'd be interesting to see what Novak does.
Yeah. All right. I like to start with pitching. So let's see what we got here. Uh, wonderful start by Coda Borges. But he's been a really good pitcher the last few seasons. Let's see who else. We got Chet, who looks good. Josh Long. I don't like this profile. Should give up a lot of home runs. Johnny Thorpe looks okay, but like a fifth starter. And I don't like this rotation.
He's left-handed; he gets some bonus points for that. But yeah,
I like the top two, but
I
that's
don't
about
love it.
it. That's about it. I'm
I
looking at
don't love it.
the bullpen. Popova looks good. Todd Brown looks good. Chad Kendall looks good. Okay, I like what I've seen so far. Brody Poe. Abreu looks like trash. Brandle's trash. Nakamaya's trash. So I like 4 of their bullpen pieces and 2 of their starters. That's not enough.
I sort of really like this bullpen. All of these guys have got
The top
pretty good
4, yes.
history of success from Popova down to, and I like Popova. That's a fun name too. Um, and all the way down to you were mentioning Brown and Kendall and a lot of these guys, Brady Poe, even had you know pretty good numbers in the minors. He's the new guy.
Yeah.
Um, he's the guy that is coming up from the minors. Looks like he's ready. I don't have any problem with the call up. Um, be interesting. I don't know a lot about this Novak guy. Do we know a lot about him? Like,
I
does he
don't
come from
know.
any of these other leagues?
I'm not sure. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what their first big moves are. They do have one of their best starting pitchers on the IL right now, Ross Yu. Unfortunately, his tag says fragile, but this is going to be wrecked anytime now, so you can't really count on this pitcher, sadly, only 26. All right, let's take a look at the offense. Led by Yorli Iglesias, just an unbelievable hitter. Led the league in batting twice, on base percentage twice. Somehow had 99 walks 3 seasons ago, yet his eye isn't even that high. I wonder if there was a dev down. No, no dev down. Um,
Just his career year, just one of the best players in the sport that year.
yeah.
7 WAR. I don't think he's a 7-8 WAR guy. I think
No.
something in around the 3-4 of his other years is about right. Um, interestingly, this is his walk season. So that is a now he had a bad first sim. Obviously, better days
I
ahead.
mean, I don't take too much stock in that. Yeah.
But we're talking, does Novak sell? Because if you wanted to, this is a guy, doesn't really make that much money this year. He's only 27 years old, can hang in a corner outfield spot defensively. He's fragile, but it's not scrolly. It's not ridiculous. This is a guy you would think would have some value. And
Yeah.
to another team, a contender that would be, 30 GM should get back to you. You put him on the block.
Yeah.
So
All right. Now this tells me something about Novak's skill that I'm a little worried about. Why is Dylan Lamb up if you're not gonna start him? He went from A plus to Sky as a 40-65 prospect. Looks good. No splits as a righty, which is great to see. Could play defense at third and second. Why is he not starting? If you're gonna have him up, I don't think you should have him up. He should
I
probably
would leave this guy in AAA.
exactly.
That's just me. I think he can handle AAA. When you go to it and change that, I see 50 potential at AAA. Um,
I'd
and
put him
so
in double A.
you can stick him in AA. I mean, he's still
Yeah.
pretty young. Um, I'm not as bothered at all by the bump up from A ball. I don't know how much that means, but I am bothered by the fact that he's 40 overall. He's not getting consistent at bats. Obviously, only had 3 at bats. Only started 1 game first week. Uh, like you, I like the player. Love the bar combination here. Love to have a guy like this in Philly. Pretty good power, good eye, good gap.
Yeah, this is my type. No weak spots. 50 or above at every spot. That's my signature player. But if you're gonna bring him up and hoping he devs in Sky, you gotta play him. And he
Point. If he was only in A plus ball last year, and that's certainly what it looks like.
and he wasn't doing well there either.
Well, he certainly wasn't tearing the crap out of the league, right?
Yeah.
So this is a guy that maybe you put in AA for half the year, or for at least the first month of the year,
Yeah. And let him have
and then,
success.
and then maybe 6 weeks, and then maybe you see how he's doing. And if he is tearing the crap out of the league, you move him to AAA for another 6 weeks, and by the time that happens, it's almost July, and then you can bring him up,
Yeah.
and without any issue. So there you go, Novak.
Yeah.
AJ and Angry Trent agree. This guy needs to go down. Send him to the minors. No point to this.
Yeah.
Trying to think if there are other guys here.
Um
Antoine McLean. Boy, that guy looks better than he's played. Why is this guy not better? That's frustrating.
I mean, he barely played in Sky last season. He was ripping the ball in AAA. Like,
Michael Brighton. I don't hate this
I
player.
like McLean.
Did he sell Brighton? I thought that was a must see.
I don't like Brighton. I don't like Brighton.
I don't hate this baseball team. I think there are some players here. Um, Irizarry, pretty good infielder, has been pretty consistently good for Texas over the last couple of years.
I like him.
More guy, like the player. This is also his walk year. He also does not make lots of money. So interesting decisions here for Novak to make in his
Yeah.
first year. Does
And
he
he could
keep these
afford
guys?
he could afford to re-sign them. He only has 50 million on the books and that includes arbitration next season. So he has plenty of cash and this is his choice, right? Like they seem pretty mediocre to me because the pitching is not good enough. They have a lot of fragile pieces as their cornerstones. 4 of their 5 best hitters are fragile. Um, take that with a grain of salt though, but yeah, there's some choices to be made here. You don't want to let these players walk for nothing.
Yep,
So
can't do that. You got to do something.
so you either
Whatever that
commit,
something is.
yeah, you either commit and try to build a contender and get some more pitching, or you sell it off.
Or embrace the suck.
Yeah.
Um,
And then you put your own stamp on the franchise, right?
and that's okay. Again, always makes me a little sad when teams like this trade GMs after contention because I'm a little worried we're
Hmm.
going to sell off a team that might not need to be sold off. But you can defend it in this case because so many of these guys are about to walk.
Yeah.
And I agree with you. I think this looks like a 500 team, and that's not necessarily bad, but it's a bad position to be in long term. Maybe there's lots of stuff on the farm. I don't know, but
I mean, if you put this team in the NL, it's not a 500 team.
they're
So,
in the AL. Yeah.
sorry, in the AL. But let's see, maybe the NL got better this year. Because remember last year it was looking weak. Um, all right, next up, the Blue Jays and London are tied at 84 wins. Which do you want to do?
Playoff
Okay,
seed. So we'll go with them.
let's go to Casey Matt.
Oh
He will
God,
always be Casey Matt to me. He could,
it always frustrates me
yeah.
looking at Royals franchises.
Yeah. All right, you traded for Jesse Robertson.
Yes, he did.
Off to a
Well,
good start.
he is indeed. One start. It was a doozy. Yep.
Yeah.
Um, um,
What did you think of the IFA signing of Yeah? I was shocked. I mean, I'm not shocked that Matt did it. If I didn't know it was Matt, I'd be more shocked. But given 5 years on a 30-year-old IFA, 25 mil a piece, I didn't even think the bars looked that great. Like they look good. 25 mil a year?
I think one thing that has changed, I'll just speak for myself. My favorite thing about this guy is that his nickname is Butterball. But moving on from that, um, the one thing that has changed IAFA a lot for me is that you can see injury proneness.
Well, this is IFA.
Well, that's what I mean. Oh, right, but still,
Yeah.
IFA, you can
Yeah.
see injury proneness,
Correct.
right?
Yeah.
And that was always the big to do for me is when we did not have that turned on, they felt like real rolls of the dice. And obviously, there was nothing in history to look at for injuries. Knowing that he was normal, I agree with you. I'm not sure I'd give him 5 years, 25 mil per, but it's Matt. This is what
Right.
Matt
I'm not
did.
surprised once you I learned it was Matt. For
Right,
sure.
exactly. And so, you know, is he one of the best pitchers in baseball? No, I don't think he's going to be one of the best pitchers in baseball. But and he's
Yeah.
being paid like a top, 10, 20 pitcher in baseball.
Yep.
I don't think so. In that way, I guess you're right. He's probably an overpay. Um, but this
Yeah.
is a team that contended last year, and they started 4-2 this year. It's
I
to the
mean,
extent that
they have five legit starting pitchers. They do.
they do not have a bad rotation. Now, I don't like the bullpen,
The
but
only
obviously,
problem, the only problem is Matt doesn't care about injury proneness at all. He never has, never will. He'll trade for these players. Four of the five rotation players are fragile or wrecked. Two of them are wrecked, two are fragile. You need a lot of good dice rolls.
oh my God, it's Francis Jarez still around, been around forever.
Yeah, I mean, he's only 31. Jesus.
The former
Yeah.
Twin and Giant, now London Royal,
Three-time Cy Young winner.
had a really nice career. And like you, I am flabbergasted he's 31. If he were 41, I wouldn't have been surprised.
Yeah. And he needs probably what, three more decent seasons and he's in the Hall of Fame?
It's a really interesting debate. This is a guy with
Three.
three Pitcher of the Year awards.
Yeah.
How many three-time pitchers of the year only have 44 career WAR?
Well, he's only 31. There's a lot more innings to go as long as he stays
One would
healthy.
think maybe.
Because he's had three lost seasons because of injury.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that makes it just as likely his career's over at 35 as it does that he pitches till 40, though. So,
Yeah.
but here's an interesting player.
I'd
Like
put him
you, I
in.
am bothered by the fact I like this team. I am very much bothered by the fact I like this team.
Okay, hold on. We
Uh,
like the rotation. You like Tyler Grosso as their closer?
no, I don't like this bullpen, but
David Avila, Rule 5 from me. Joe Oliver, Rule 5 from me. I feel like Casey, Matt, and Colorado, Kiefer, they love my Rule 5 pitchers every season. Um, wow, Hunter
I think
Winowski
Maine,
still.
Wisconsin will always be a Rule 5 destination. So,
Yeah, no, I'm not complaining about it. It's just interesting, Matt. And
2 years ago, their first round draft pick, Corbin Posley, on the team. Got a cup of coffee last year, did not play well. Is he going to play second base every day, be any good? Would really help. Also fragile, which is
yikes.
unfortunate.
It's playing out of position. Okay, what do we got? Alford, another fake second baseman. also fragile. Hunt, wrecked, playing center field, also out of position. I don't think he's a center fielder anymore.
I don't know. He might be. I'm much more worried about the fact that he's wrecked. But
Ferrer, wrecked. I don't know why you would sign Ferrer. I tried, and that was a mistake 2 seasons ago. Um, hey, we have an Iron Man, Ken Renda. We got.
I think John Hunt is worth the risk in center. It doesn't look terrible to me. Um, like you, I also like Cam Renda. Wait a minute. There's a Rule 5 pick from Detroit
A while ago.
a while ago that made good, and he re-signed him. And wow,
Yeah.
okay, all right. Again, any team GM by Matt is always going to have some weird shiznit going down. Like, there's just going to be weird shit.
Like
I
Mazden.
don't hate this team. I don't hate
Mazden
this
can't play
lineup.
shortstop anymore. 60 range doesn't work in this league. Um, I
He's this Brady Marsden.
yeah, it was also wrecked. He's not gonna play. Come on.
Brady Marsden also can't play shortstop because he is wrecked.
Correct. Um, no, I don't. I would sell on this team. I think a lot of things, like a lot of Casey Matt's teams, a lot of things have to go right. Um, when the odds
I
aren't
agree with
looking
you. I
good.
like that rotation. I hate the bullpen. And I could see if this team stays healthy,
I hate the
them
defense,
becoming
but I hate the
a,
defense, and that's gonna hurt the
yeah,
bullpen even more. Like this looks like somewhere between 75 and 80 win team to me.
I agree with you. That could be a big Delta team. They stay magically healthy. The team could win 90 games. Um,
I don't think they can
and
with the defense and bullpen.
things go badly. This team could lose 100 games real easy. 90 games,
Yes.
100 games.
Yes. All right. Let's move on to the Blue Jays. It was a down season. 109 win, down to 92, down to 84.
It means losing his touch. Just kidding. I mean,
Looks like it. Rolling with a six-person bullpen to start the season. With no bullpen people hurt. That's interesting. I guess, yeah, I wouldn't do that. But let's look at the rotation. Peter Appelkern, trade with Tampa Bay. Ooh, I like him. I mean, I hate that this profile is good with only one real pitch, but the top bars look good. Throwing a 100
one of
mile
the
an hour
best
fastball.
scores you'll ever see. The last time there's a blue pitch, that's like a cold fusion of the G spot. Like you never see that. Fastball 75-80. This guy's got the best fastball in the sport.
And he could throw it 100 miles an hour too.
Yeah.
Okay, I like him. Why did was this when Dustin came back or this is pre-Dustin? Was this Alberto?
99.
That's
Right,
Alberto.
right in there.
Isn't that Alberto? Has Dustin been back that long?
It's close to right there. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, let's see who else we got. Josh Gallick, lefty side armor. Pitched well last season. Don't love him, don't hate him. Kirk Gerlich needs a lot more dev. I don't have a most recent scouting report on him, but if that's what he looks like, that's a little concerning. Sawyer Mahafri, 40 control. Eek.
Oh my God, I hate guys like this. Yeah, he can't be good.
And
How can he be good?
Tavin
He was
Kaysen.
straight from the Padres last year.
Yeah, and then Kaysen doesn't seem ready. I don't like this rotation. I like the first two. I don't like the bottom three.
Yeah, I don't think Kaysen should be on this team. I think he should go back to AAA. Um,
Are
but the rest of them I can get behind.
are they
I
trying to
think Josh
win?
Gallick makes some sense. You can dislike him all you want. I think this guy will be okay. Has been. Appelkern's good. Bastion's okay. He's wrecked. That's my biggest concern.
Yeah. Are they trying to
Probably
win,
be okay.
Trent? Are they trying to win or are they trying to retool and win at the same time?
The Blue Jays.
Yeah.
I think this looks like the best team in the division so far. I think they look really good. Love the bullpen. Love the bullpen.
Yeah. All right, let's move on to the bats. Gonzalez, just raw power. Great middle of the order bat. Jorgensen,
Yeah, that's what
20,
I was clicking on. Vin Jorgensen.
26 and still not fully devved. I hate this game. Ugh.
Obviously led by Marcos Gonzalez.
Yep.
Love 70 power. Don't see that every day.
Yeah, 80 versus righties. Luther Valles, Lorenzo Hooft. Um,
Yeah, how do you not like this team? I like all these guys.
Canal, Augustin. I do. I mean, there's a lot of guys who still have a lot more dev to do. Like, look, he has this nil Paramo guy up, but he's not playing him.
He's up. He needs to be sent down.
Is it because of injuries? It might be because of injuries because he has Charles hurt, second base, Finley Fields hurt and returning. Who's in the outfield?
Injury. That's just a killer.
So is J.R. Khan.
Oof.
Yeah, but Charles is wrecked. You know. Yeah. No, I agree. They look definitely better than KC, better than Texas.
Are they better than the Pirates?
Are they better than the Pirates is the question.
They might be. It's close.
It's close. Neither of them seem like a elite team though, you know. I think I do like the Blue Jays more than the Pirates.
One can make that argument.
Yeah, because if we're saying Pirates is over under 90, I think Blue Jays is over under 94, maybe 93.
Former White Sox Jackie Rosado, now a Toronto Blue Jay.
Oh wow. Okay. I mean, he can't play short anymore, but
He can't play at all.
no, he's not gonna. The London got a lot out of him last season. I don't know how.
Well, he did. Magic things happen to Mac players. It's so frustrating.
Yeah. Um, yeah, I kind of agree with Craig. This division is not that good. All right, let's keep it moving. And let's is it the Nationals or the Yankees? Nationals were 66. The Yankees were 63. So it's the Nationals. Jacob, he's back. He's been back for a few seasons now. Um, been doing a rebuild, right?
Yes.
So let's not look at the focus on the major league team to start. Let's take a look what they got coming up in the farm. Whew, a lot of 80s. 4 of the top 10 specs. Obviously, this is based on OSA, but my scout has them all at 80 as well. Luis Cabretti, I hate this player. 30 avoid K. I don't think that's playable. It's not playable. Especially when you combine it with the eye, it actually hurts the player. Because if they get to 2 strike counts and keep taking, they're likely to strike out. I don't like the high I, low avoid K combo.
I am a sucker for high eye, so I'll disagree with you
I
there.
like high I, but not with.
But I don't like this profile. I
Yeah.
just don't like this.
So that's a fake number one prospect.
I
If
hate the 45 contact and the 30 avoid K. That's just too low a number.
yeah,
You can make 45 work. I don't know that you make 30 work.
no, this is a fake number one prospect. This I don't think this is going to have more than an average MLB career. But let's see. Lonnie Hernandez.
Now, this player I like.
I like him. He needs a defensive lab.
He needs a
Uh,
position. Yeah.
and he did not pass the outfield lab this season and was only in running labs in previous seasons for some reason. So that's interesting. Uh, 21, 40, 80. I like it. I like it. Lefty line driver. Ruben Oliveira, another 30 avoid K. Fake prospect, in my opinion.
I remember this kid being in the IAFA, and I have 35 avoid K, if it makes anybody feel better.
It doesn't.
I only have average scouting. Again, I don't like this profile.
Nope.
I can get behind a lot of this.
Name one player who looked like that has succeeded.
I don't know that I can.
See, there you go.
Recently, 40, 50 contact, 45 avoid Ks, you can make that
Oh,
work.
for sure.
But 45 contact, 30, 35 avoid Ks,
No,
yeah, I
I've
don't know.
never seen it work. I like Aguila Sarmiento.
Holy cow, these guys keep going and going and going. This is quite a farm.
Yeah, a lot of this was
It's
from.
never ending. This Hernando de la Rosa kid,
Oof,
like him mucho.
I like him mucho as well. Why is he not in defensive labs? He keeps going into base running and bat speed. No defensive
He
labs.
does need a position. If you could get this guy to stick at third base, holy cow, that'd be quite a player. And he doesn't need a lot. You can make
Does Jacob not
50,
believe?
55 range work at third base with 70 arm.
Correct.
That he has.
Correct. Does Jacob not believe in defensive labs? That's the second one we've seen. That
All I know is that Jacob does not believe in is kindness and respect. That is what I so.
um,
Cliff Mosher, former 1-1. Everybody remember Cliff Mosher?
Fragile. Yeah, I
You know
don't.
what? He's fragile. I don't hate this kid. I
I
don't hate
do.
him.
Do
I don't hate him.
is your scout is your scout close to mine? I don't like the 50 home run allowed.
Oh, I don't love him, but I don't hate him. He's
But
okay.
this doesn't look like a 75 potential pitcher to me.
No, but no pitchers do. The
Mm,
pitching is a disaster.
okay.
Well, this is what all pitchers look like.
I
Oh, this
like
guy has 60 potential stuff. That makes him a strikeout beast.
yeah. That's true. I like Ilario Carrion.
I like the praise. I like Hilario.
Ilario.
There's another guy that needs a position, though. All these guys look like DHs. This is
He
a weird, weird farm
he
team.
could
I
play
like the
well
bats.
well remember who built some of this farm?
That's true.
Who's the lover of DHs like no other? Fresno Dave.
Maybe. I don't know.
Like, ooh, JP Perez. That looks great. So far to go though. Only 16. We have a catcher who's a top 100 spec who can't play catcher. Can't play catcher.
I do not need a good spec with the initials JP. Wait a minute. What? Wait a minute. Let's go back to JP Perez.
Okay.
Why is this abbreviated the way that it is? Why is it J no period P period
That's weird.
space Perez? Why is his nickname Pig? Now that I like. Don't get me wrong. Just interested. I really like the player.
And he's
It doesn't make
16,
him.
16 going on 45 with that picture.
Yeah. Why does exactly? Why does he look older than my father? And uh, I know why he's a pig because he's on the lam from the Dominican Republic. He's really 61, not 16.
I mean, Jacob gave him
But you're
17.
right, there are lots of players here to like. I just don't really know when you'll really click on
But
them. I'm
then what
like,
are you doing? What are you doing, Jacob? He's durable, which is great. Why you send him to base running labs when he has 30 base running? When he has 65 range with a 65 shortstop rating, which means that 65 range must be pretty close to 70. Why are you not sending him to defense?
I have 70 range,
There you go.
and I would send this guy to Power Labs maybe. He
That
likes it a
too.
lot,
Yeah.
like that. Um, there are some of these specs to like. I don't even dislike this guy Aspina. I think this is a nice spec.
Yeah. All
And
right.
yet none of these guys really have a position, because you're right about this catcher. Like the bat, can't
Yeah.
play catcher.
And you can't blame Dave for all these. Some of these are Jacob's doing as well. All right, we're almost 45 minutes in and we're still in one division. And I do need to go to bed at some point. So let's move on to the Yankees. I mean, we didn't say anything about their major league team. Is there anything to say? I mean,
Now I have to click on them. Hold on.
Christian Barron looks like a beast, but he doesn't have a. Yeah, he's a beast as a reliever.
Oh, yeah, no, I like this kid. Plus,
Yeah,
he's the Terminator. Christian the Terminator Baron. Oh, I want this child.
yeah. Colton
He's very
Weinbrenner.
popular. His name is Christian the Terminator Baron.
Yeah,
He's two things, and he's two things that are fun. 23 and fantastic.
yeah, and love the fastball curveball combo. It's great for reverse splits. Gets the lefties out.
That's too bad. I like this Scott Goodrum guy if he weren't wrecked, but he is. So it doesn't matter.
Boohoo. Um, all right, not a competing team though, but they're
Stevens, yeah, this team looks awful.
yeah. All right,
What a
let's
to contend. This rotation. Blech, holy
yeah,
cow.
let's let's
Philly's
let
rotation looks better than this.
let's just move on. The damn Yankees. I mean, the biggest thing is will he ever trade Mel Jean? They won 63 games last season. Mel Jean, Iron Man status, one of the
I
best.
don't know why you would. Like, I, I am most alarmed by the fact. See, why does this team not win more games? Why does because they've got some guys. Well, Harry Spender is
I mean, Guzman looks good, but he's fragile. Bernal is durable. I like him. Spender, yeah, you can't expect too much there. Chatteron looks like trash. Guillen is trash. Kevin Green, backup. Hunter Harvey, nope. So they have a good top four, but I don't like the rest of the lineup.
I don't understand how this team isn't better. Like, I really want someone to tell me. Like, was this an error? Jeremy not building well around Gene? Did he get unlucky? Were all these guys supposed to be decent and just got
The
hurt?
rotation looks decent.
This team looks astonishingly average offensively, and I don't know why you couldn't build around
This bullpen
Gene.
is the rotation's the strongest thing. I mean, they were. I mean, in
I like this
Mel's
kid Justin Pan. Looks pretty good.
yeah, in Mel's career, he hasn't gotten above 89 wins. He's had a bunch of 80-win seasons, made the playoffs three times, um, but they obviously took a huge step back last season. And this bullpen is the worst bullpen we've seen so far. Um,
Boy, that's tough.
they
Yeah,
only
you're. It's either really
no,
probably.
this is the worst bullpen we've seen.
Some of these guys should not be in the pros.
Correct. It's
Why are
this.
these guys here?
It's
Why is Mario Colonel or Coronel on this team? Send him down. Send him down.
yeah.
These are guys for free on free agency. I don't understand.
Yeah.
The
Um,
Phillies built a better bullpen than this, and we suck. Why can't teams with Mel Jean build better teams than this? So frustrating for me.
I
Ah,
agree.
I have to go away or I'm going to get frustrated. All right, we're done with the division.
We're done with the division. Where? What division should we go to next?
Well, are we going to rank them? Do you want to pick a winner?
Okay, let's do it. Toronto, Pittsburgh. Uh, do I go Texas next? Toronto, Pittsburgh. Yeah, I'm gonna go Toronto, Pittsburgh, Texas, Kansas City, and then who cares? Nationals, Yankees.
I'm going to take the Nationals last. I'll give the Yankees fifth place, even though I'm not happy about it. Um, I think I'm going to take Texas in fourth place and then Kansas City,
Okay.
um, just because I think it's possible that Novak sells and Matt will not. Um, I don't think anybody but Toronto and Pittsburgh looks like a playoff team. Um, won't surprise me, depending on the rest of these divisions and how much they suck, and the Torres always sucks. Um, that more teams make the playoffs. Just to be different, I'll take Pittsburgh to win the division. I think it's going to be close. Um, I think Toronto's better on paper, but I liked what I saw from that Pittsburgh team, so I'll give them the edge.
This is not a good division when I think
I
about
think it's very good.
some of the divisions we've seen in the AL. But all right, let's go in order. Sticking in the NL, the Sparrow Division. That was run by Arizona, I believe, right? 102
Oh yeah.
wins. All right, Ryan.
Hey Ryan.
Some brutal injuries in the rotation. Griffin
Well, it
David.
needs to be said that Grant Hawkins, well deserving of his Rookie of the Year award, um,
Mm-hmm.
did not win Pitcher of the Year, um, and uh, was durable and then got hurt. He's out for 11 months. He'll be back next spring training. It's brutal,
Mm.
just brutal. Now, I think Arizona is still going to be okay. This is a team that's pretty deep. Um,
I
so,
mean, the bullpen is filthy with those big three.
well, yeah. I mean, this team was rebuilt around pitching. Ryan wasn't shy about that.
I'm sorry, big three. I mean, like big six in the bullpen.
They are phenomenal in the bullpen.
This is a god pen.
I mean, did one of these clowns start? No, not him.
What
That
do you mean they
DH is
don't? Well, eh. Ooh, Merv Ludlow should not be a starter in Sky anymore, and neither should.
the short answer appears to be no. Oh, they have the former Philly, Evan Woosley. He was always a fan of Woosley, always tried to get him. So I'm glad he hasn't.
I don't like fastball slider combos. Big lefty in a big moment can kill you. Um, I mean, it sucks that Hawkins is hurt, and in 3 months they'll get Griffin David back to replace Hawkins. So that'll be good. But yeah, I'm sure he's gonna.
Right now, is there anything on the farm? Thomas Davis. He might be all right.
Tons.
Might be able to hold it together with duct tape and, zip ties until some help arrives.
Yeah, Revo Kodo is almost 25. Let's get. He needs to develop a little bit more.
Yeah, you can even try that. Bring him up.
Yeah. All
Um,
right. So the pitching
I
looks
think it might
filthy.
be all right.
This
I really like this bullpen, as you mentioned, one of the best bullpen in baseball right now.
is the best
None
rotation.
of these guys can start. They're all really low stamina.
Yeah.
So,
Unfortunately, McConnell just went out and moved into the offense 6 weeks. I was trying to get him to be my shortstop too, but Ryan beat me to it, even though I had favors offer 2 sims in a row. That's just how it works in this game.
yeah,
I'm
this team was not built around
I'm
offense.
not
It's
loving
built
this lineup.
doesn't look well. They're not built around offense. They weren't designed to be built around offense. It's a little better than you think it is. Cesaro Rizzo is a pretty good little hitter. Had a good year for them last year. Um,
Thomas Shields should not.
he's a pretty good. He's a better hitter than his bars show. Really good defensively. That helps them out. Um, so, the new home of Trent Schaefer, former Philly, former Indy Ignition player from last year, much ballyhooed Trent Schaefer.
Former Diamondback too,
Yeah,
returning. Um, I don't love this offense. I really don't. I know that's not what they're built around. They have Landon Warren on the IL. He's a great hitter. Back to back 320 average seasons. Switch hitter. Line drive guy.
he's the best hitter on the team here.
Yeah.
I
Uh,
can't be okay.
And he's not really injury prone, so I'm sure
It
he'll.
doesn't look too bad.
Yeah,
This is obviously the best hitter on the team. They have to get him back. I agree with you. This is not a team that looks like a rock'em sock'em sort of team. That's why the Hawkins injury, especially bad. Shame on the guys that are sort of closet celebrating. I'm not going to say anything more than that, but
I
that's
agree.
um, not appropriate. Do
Nope,
better. But
nope.
um, but in any case, but I don't hate this team. The
But
guy
it's still the best.
I think he'll be okay.
It's still the best team we've seen tonight.
Yeah, I think this team looks better than Pittsburgh. I think this team looks better than Toronto. I just can't get over that bullpen. Can't get over it.
It's beautiful.
And I'm right about the pitching staff. I think you can hold this together for a little while.
Oh, for sure.
AJ, David gets back, and then, try to make it work. Nobody recovers from losing an ace completely. You don't find guys like that. You don't depth your way or next man up your way into another Grant Hawkins. It doesn't happen. But I think Arizona can weather this. It's okay.
Yep.
So
All right. Who finished second?
Miami, I think.
That's what I was just gonna say. Yeah, 98 wins. Um. All right. The Miami Marlins. Ooh, that's a weird. That's a weird number one starting pitcher. I don't like him at all.
I also don't like his name, Alex Job. Weird. Don't like it.
Bucci can be good, but he needs to dev a little bit more.
Yeah, looks like he got a cup of coffee last year. Probably a July call up. That looks about right.
We got Sorrels, who is a better bat than a pitcher, and only having a 4.75 ERA is surprising. Like looking at these bars, you would think he has a 6 ERA.
Yeah, I think he got pretty lucky last year.
Ooh,
But
Lloyd looks terrible. Lloyd
he,
looks terrible. That should not be a starter. Turner's their best looking starting pitcher. I don't know why he's at 5. Oh, and they do have Claudel, who's out with a torn labrum, who will be back in 2 or 3 weeks, who's been their ace the last.
yeah, he got hurt during the playoff last year, didn't he? Or right at the end of the year or something.
Yeah, in
Yeah,
October. Yeah.
that occurring. I think he got hurt in that series against Texas or Pittsburgh or whatever it was.
Yeah, and that was his first major injury.
Yeah,
Um,
I mean, this is obviously the best pitcher on the team. Get him back at the end of April. That makes a big, big difference. This team sorely needs that ace presence.
I don't
So
like this pitching. I don't like this bullpen. Do the Marlins have a big park? Is that why he doesn't care about home runs allowed?
they do have an incredibly big part.
Okay.
The Marlins are just one of these franchises that is always smiled on. I don't know why.
Yeah. Um, I love Cesaro Arasemena. It's left-handed corner outfielder. 25, can steal. He's put up 2 decent seasons so far. Rookie season is amazing.
More. Damn this freaking game.
I know. I know. And he's been up. So you can't say it's because he waited too long. He's been up. Alex
Alec,
Dart,
Alec Tart.
Iron Man at shortstop.
I feel like he should be better, but
I
I
mean,
guess
last season, 2080 with good defense. What else do you want from a shortstop?
he's okay. I feel like with bars like this, you'd probably be a little better. But the hitting bars really aren't all that. You
Yeah.
know.
Then we got Luff, who's not great at defense, but has a okay enough bat, I guess. I mean, he's their 9 hitter, so
I like the kid Gerardo Maldonado. He's a good player.
yeah,
Um,
strikes out a shit ton though. See, this is 40. I don't even like 40. I feel like you need 45 minimum.
yeah, I think you can make 40 work, but it has to be the right combination of bars. See the 50 contact, 65 BABIP? That makes a big difference. So,
Yeah. Um,
yeah, I don't hate this team. I don't know that they look better than the D backs.
they do not look better than the D-backs at all. The pitching isn't there, in my opinion. And do they look better than Toronto? That's an interesting question.
I don't know.
I don't
Maybe.
know. I don't know. I don't.
This bullpen should get hit around and will not.
I mean, he's
It's going to
had
drive me up the wall.
last 3 seasons, he's averaged 100 wins. This doesn't look like a 100 win team to me. But I don't know. It's the NL. We're only halfway through. Maybe the NL is just continuing to suck.
Mm.
Who finished third? Was it the Cubs? Let's see, 82 wins.
Tigers?
That's
No.
I was going Tigers. No, he was 63 wins. So Cubs had 82, Tigers, and what did the Knights have? They had 56. Oh
Never
yeah,
mind.
yay. And the Twinkies, what did they have? 75. Okay, so we're going to the Cubs, then the Twins, and then the bottom. All right, Jeff, what are you doing?
I
One in
love Jeff.
one in
Favorite
five.
GM in the league.
Same. I was just using a Tarlo line. He always loves to get on Jeff. What is he doing? But um okay, what do we got going on here? I like Livasa. I mean, I don't because I hate this profile, one pitch, but I like the top bars, extreme ground ball. Sadly fragile.
Absolutely Vasa. Love it.
Fred Brancaccio trying to get
Mm.
that final dev because right now it doesn't look like enough. I don't like side armors with sliders. That's usually
Righty side armor. D-Rich used to have a song. I just don't like side armors.
I don't
Don't
like them,
smoke all
period.
pipes.
I agree.
Side armor guy.
Ooh, this rotation is not good. And they're not missing anyone either.
This Herkenhoff kid might be okay. Gets left-handed bonus points.
Mm,
Oh God. Ugh.
yeah. Radman Burchard shouldn't even be starting. I don't know why. Like, there are plenty of good minor league free agents or AAA players that you probably can get than this. Whew. Okay, and then a closer, Francis Shea, walks a lot and gives up home runs. Though he didn't last season, stats wise, just bars wise, looks like he should. Lawson, Broker. I like Roker. He probably should be the closer. Yeah, I'm not loving this pitching. The bullpen looks mediocre. It's not terrible. We've seen way worse.
I don't love it. I don't hate it. That's what I'll say. It's okay. Uh,
Yeah, I mean, I like
David
Can.
Whitehead is the closer. If it makes you feel better. Um, he was really good last year.
Yeah, why is he having a middle relief?
Christopher Whitehead. He's listed as a closer in the roster. So I mean, I don't know what Jeff is doing, but that's fine.
Yeah. All right. What do we got? We got any bats? Jonah Mabone trying to get that Sky boost because he hasn't dev'd. Hope he gets there. If every bar could fill out 55s across the board, that's a solid player.
I like the look of this player a lot. I'm a little worried. Well, he's only 22. There's hope,
There
AJ.
is hope. There is hope because Ryan changed the sliders. He's only 22. There is some hope.
Oh, I really like this player. Looks like he could play second or third. Oh, I hope this works out for Jeff.
I don't like the rest of these bats, though. Everyone looks very mediocre.
Plus, his name is Jonah Mabone. I like that player. I like this kid, Mark Groff. Looks like a pretty good player. Um,
No, there's a lot of decent looking bats, but there's no elite bat, which is fine.
that
Which can work, right?
Julian Gauthier looks like a pretty good bat. Pretty good bat.
Yeah,
Dade Craig looks like a pretty good bat.
yeah. There's a lot of pretty good. Yeah,
I don't dislike this team. This team's got like 85 wins written on it, I think. Maybe if the pitching stinks, you'd go down to
I mean,
90.
last year was 82. I
Yep,
think I
makes
think flirting around 500 is probably about right, you
yeah,
know?
makes sense to me.
Yeah.
I think this is a team that if things go well, they win some one-run games somehow with that bullpen.
Yeah.
And if they pitch well enough, this is a borderline playoff team. Because I don't love the other division, and we got to get 8 teams from somewhere in the NL. So
Yeah. All right, let's move on to the we said the Twins because
the
we
Minnesota
because we
Twins,
got to speed things up.
United Goat Fuckers, whatever
Af
he calls himself these days.
yeah.
The new home of Paul Cooper,
Oh
former
boy.
Diamondback Paul Cooper. Paul the King wrecked Cooper, who was really good last
He
year.
was really good last year. You put him in the hall? 63 R war, almost 64. That's more than your boy Fauché, who you were trying to get in.
I'd have to look at. Well, the war's not there. The R war is.
Two
It's
pitchers of the
it's
years.
more than that. It's a. I, I I I don't know what we're going to do because I think Paul Cooper leads active pitchers in WAR. I don't think there's anybody better. Now he's 36, so of course he does, right? Like he's been around a while, right? So if he doesn't get in, I don't know who we're putting in. Like nobody's going to get in.
I think he's in.
At some level, have to change our approach to pitchers in the hall. I think Cooper's going to get in the 2 Pitcher of the Year awards. Will mean a lot to people, and that's perfectly
And
defendable.
he was dominant for 10 seasons.
Yep, he was
58 to
really freaking good.
58 to 67 dominant. One deep bad year in 66, but
Well, that's a really good point. I'll bet 50 of his WAR comes in those 10 seasons.
right.
Yep.
All right.
So
So what else we got going on? Is there anything else to talk about? Are they trying to win now? I don't know what they're
I
doing.
don't know what they're doing. Zach doesn't know what he's doing. It's part of his charm. You won't like him, but I like this player, Billy Vera. Doesn't really look like a good reliever, but I like him. I love the 80-82 pitches. Very sexy. Now it is fastball slider. You don't like that, but he is left-handed.
I mean, he had an 8 ERA last year.
Yeah, I know. He's probably not very good. I really want to like him. Why can't high stuff pitchers work? Makes me so angry. In
I
any case,
You're preaching to the choir here. The only hitter really to talk about, Lance Manning, first baseman, sadly. Um,
the former top Rudy Casarino is a twin.
Woo,
One will be a twin until he gets hurt in 3 seconds.
yeah,
This
Manning.
just Rudy Casarino just got hurt. The
Well, that's not a surprise. Yeah,
um, some of these guys look okay. I like this guy Frederick Knives, if only for his name. Badass. This kid Chase Nicky, he's fragile, but he's pretty good. Looks like an okay
I
hitter.
like Gibson as a center fielder. Plays good enough defense. If
He's a pretty good player.
that power
Peter
comes in,
Gibson,
yeah, I like Gibson.
only 25.
Yeah,
It's a guy who has a future. Pretty good player. Yeah, this team looked better than the Cubs to you. I'm not seeing it.
no, 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 no. No, this looks like what were they last year? They were in the 70s. This looks 75. Run it
Yep.
back. 75.
Would not be surprised. That's where they end up. They
Oh,
might have a better starting rotation than the Cubs, but that's ooh,
all
that's
right,
a
let's keep going. I don't want to waste too much time because I'm not going to be here all night. Famous last words. Let's go to the 63 win Detroit Tigers, fresh off the Shvela extension. Um, they're rebuilding, right?
I don't know what this idiot's doing. I truly don't know what he's
He
doing.
brought Cleveland back last season after a brief stint in Chicago. Looks terrible. He's been in the league, 14 seasons, 13 with Detroit. Why'd you let him go if you wanted him to be a lifer? But, um, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on here.
How is Julian Spela even still rosterable? This guy's actually sort of closet decent.
What do you
Julian
mean?
Spela
He's
has 50
great.
career. He has 50 career WAR.
Yeah, he's wrecked, but he's never had the big injury. He's great. He's still an elite pitcher. in the league. That's why my whole post was it was sad to see him rot because unlike the has-beens that sit in my AAA, Shvela could pitch on a contending team. The bars are still there. The stats have been there. It's sad.
He is the day-to-day king. I'll tell you what,
Yeah.
he is hurt all the time, all day today.
But not even. He, in 671, he only had one injury. In 70, he only had two. 69, only one. 68, only two.
He's a weird little player. The Julian Svela Hall of Fame case is non-zero. That's all I'm going to say.
What do you mean? He's a Hall of Famer.
I don't know that he's that, but it's non-zero.
He,
It is non-zero.
isn't he? Who's a better? Name one better pitcher of this generation.
Oh, I'd take Cooper before Svela.
No, that's crazy.
Oh, I would. I'd
And
rather
and
see.
don't discount his 200 playoff innings with a 2.52 ERA in two championships. That's not nothing.
I am amazed how good this guy is. Hmm.
All right. Let's move on.
Ian Brand is a pretty good reliever, although he does have 45
Oh
control.
boy, there's no prospects to talk about. Except Cooley Charles, who we got in a trade. Nice relief pitcher.
These guys look okay. Vincent Floyd is not a bad little player.
No, let's move on, Trent. Um,
Okay. This is what Carlo does. He plays teams until they die. This team is totally about to die.
yeah.
And then when they do, there's a hard rebuild. There's usually nothing left in the farm like there is here. Nothing. And then they start all over, and he's good at it. It's what he does.
Okay, we are moving on to the 1-5 Las Vegas Knights. Um, I don't know what Voss is doing. I was gonna say Dan, but then I realized this is not Dan anymore. But um, I don't understand any of the draft picks or any of the moves. To be honest, I just don't get it. But he seems to be having fun, and it's good content.
I
This pitching is terrible.
I have absolutely no idea what he's trying to do here.
No idea. Nope.
No idea whatsoever. Trade for J.R. Vogelin.
Yep.
Vogelin. Sorry.
Why?
This guy Chet Clay could be okay, but he's wrecked. Um,
I
Other
have
than that, this team looks like one of the worst in baseball. And you
yeah.
go and sign Christian Freed.
Hopefully that's the trade Freed, and then hopefully he's gonna trade Votlin, whatever, for more than
Freed.
I'd go Freed, like Max Freed. I think it's same
Yeah.
spelling. Yeah.
And an Road. Fragile.
Yeah. No.
This guy could be traded too.
Let's not spend any more time here. Let me just quickly look at their specs just to check. Okay, we got one of the top specs, Darren DeLisa. Nice lefty ground baller. We like that. Low work ethic. Uh-oh. 24 and has a lot of dev to do. I have him at very high scouting and only 3580 as of this spring.
I have 40-80. But still, he's 24.
He's a first rounder and
He's in AAA.
he was
And
a first rounder 6 years ago. Yikes.
yeah,
I think that's a RIP. But yeah, a lot of fake prospects. All right. Let's quickly rank them. Um Diamondbacks 1. Diamondbacks 1. um, I guess Marlins 2, Cubs 3, Twins 4, Tigers 5, Knights 6. Is that the same order they were last year? Yeah.
I don't know. I'm going to put them in the exact same order you did. Diamondbacks, Marlins, Cubs, Twins, Tigers, then Knights, and I'm going to say that those top three are playoff teams. I think the Cubs sneak in because I did not like the Rivera, and I got to put 8 teams in the playoffs somehow.
Yeah, the Rivera doesn't look good. The Sparrow has two good teams. So overall, the NL still looks weak. Let's close out the NL. I don't know if we're going to get all the way through the AL, but NL, we have the Torres division. Who won the Torres? Was it DeBraves?
The Braves,
DeBraves with 102 wins with their fifth consecutive Torres division title. And another disappointing loss in the playoffs. Not going to harp on that, but
arrangement, yes.
yeah. Alameda, filthy. Lawless, great free agent signing. I was in on him. Didn't go the 5 years, did four, I think. Regret it, to be honest. Especially because he's an Iron Man. Espinoza, filthy. Jeremiah Young, looks good to me. Todd Heath, hate this. I hate this. But can play in this version, in this silly version. This starting rotation might be the best we've seen.
Looks like one of the best teams in baseball.
I like the bullpen.
Uh,
Okay, we like the pitching. I think this is the best starting and bullpen combined.
there was the
I mean, Diamondbacks are still up there because they still have three good pitchers and the bullpen's filthy. So it's them and the Diamondbacks for best
I
pitching.
like the Braves a little better, but
Yeah. I
Motohiro Kitajima, the IA or IFA,
IFA, yeah.
yep,
Um,
just an interesting signing because he was signed, and then he came back as disruptive after we got the Dev or the
oh,
Eric,
is he?
and so that's a little weird. Uh, he was not.
It doesn't show me if he's
Oh, yeah, no, it won't show you.
Yeah.
But I think D. Rich just said flat out he came back as disruptive or something.
Yeah. I mean,
And
that's not a big deal unless your team has chemistry issues. If you have a captain and some leaders and you're winning, it won't hurt you at all.
I just remember the story this offseason and D. Rich not being happy about it. Um, I like the player. I agree with you about this team. Like
I
the
I
signing of
love
like the like just really like what D. Rich has done here.
yeah.
We'd be remiss if we did not mention reigning player of the year, Santiago Cifuentes.
He's beautiful. I love this profile.
Switch hitter. Wish he weren't as crappy against lefties, but I'm just
He's playable
being,
though against
I'm just
lefties.
being picky. I'm just being
Yeah.
a brat.
I mean, destroys righties, but yeah, it's just a beautiful player. Nicely, he's wrecked. That was a free agent signing. But if you have the money and there was no one better, might as well take a shot, see what you can get out of him. Um, got a lot in Cleveland last year somehow. But we'll see if that stays. One of the best catchers.
I mean, it's time to say it. This is a truly great looking team. Um, just a truly great looking team.
Now,
Um,
do you
they're going to play good defense. They're going to pitch. They're going to hit well enough. I suppose you could squint and say they need a better bat. Um, I
yeah,
don't. I mean, something happens to Nicely, which is likely. I don't know that they have another center fielder. So,
they don't that I see. At least that I see here. Maybe there's someone in AAA, but
but they do go too deep at shortstop. Um,
yeah, no,
in
this
in
is
place,
good. Do you like them better than Arizona?
I think I do.
I like
Um,
I mean the rotation's better. The bullpen is close, but it's not better than Arizona. Arizona's
I don't know that the bullpen is better than Arizona.
Oh, it's definitely not. No, no, no. Arizona's bullpen is by far the best we've seen. I don't know why I said it was close.
Especially with the injury to Toucan, the rotation's better, and I think the bats are better. Now, Arizona does have the player hurt, who's coming back soon, so that'll help.
And we have to remember the NL is trash. So this team should win 100 games again.
I don't see any way that this is anything other than a 100 win team. I just find it hard to believe.
Yeah. All right. Let's move on. Who finishes second? Yeah, SF was retooling. They had 76.
Oakland?
Was it Oakland? Andy? At 77? Was there no other team above 500 besides the Braves?
I don't think so. I think the Braves are the only team that made the playoff.
Man, the NL sucks. Yeah, it's Oakland. Okay. Well, hats off to you, D Rich, for drafting this division. Uh Oakland, Andy. What do we got going on here?
Oh, I wish JP Daniels weren't fragile.
And Ethan Truin is wrecked. So your top two pitchers who look great. Fulton, fragile. Weeman, fragile. Guzman is the only non-fragile or wrecked starting pitcher. This is giving Casey Matt vibes.
Is that
Um,
first name? I love that.
it is Rat. This bullpen does not look good. It's not the worst we've seen. Doesn't look terrible, but doesn't look good either. Ooh, this long reliever. Why is Orlando in this bigs? All right, don't love the bullpen. The starting pitching is going to be a lot of prayers to stay healthy.
Here.
Do I like any of these bats? No, I don't like any of these bats.
I like Beckwith. He's okay. Not great, but okay.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of okay bats for sure.
Why don't these guys hit better? I feel like a lot of these guys look okay. Um,
They look okay, but there's no big bat. And like you're in Oakland, Don't you want some high gap guys? I don't see that,
I would, I would think.
and they don't have any. So, whew, I mean, this is not a 500 team.
I think they're going to be. I think this team makes the playoffs because otherwise, I have to say that they're not as good as.
Well, let's see. Who do we have in the playoffs so far? We have Toronto, we have Texas and Pittsburgh, right? We
Yep.
have Arizona, Miami, Chicago.
I have five teams in the
Do
playoffs
we have
now.
Chicago? Chicago would be six. I forget what we said about Chicago. No?
No, I have Chicago in. Does this team look better than the Twins? Does this team look better than
Well, no,
Chicago?
if we are saying three from the Riviera
Well, I'm
with,
saying if we say that nobody else in this division makes the playoffs,
oh, then we have
somebody's got to
to,
make the playoffs.
that's true. Ooh. Did the NL
Well,
get even worse?
better then?
Did the NL get worse or was it this
Is
bad?
this team not better than London? Is this team not better than Minnesota? Like,
I guess it is. I don't know. I
I
mean,
might, I might like London more than this team, and it makes me mad.
well, London needs a lot of uh good
Well,
dice
they're
rolls.
actually somewhat similar teams. They
They
don't look
are.
bad; they're just all hurt.
Because I think both of them 4 to 5 starters are wrecked or fragile. So whichever team in Oakland or London stays healthiest might get a playoff spot, but we haven't seen the Brewers, Giants, Astros, or Reds yet. But let's move on there. Who finished third? Does it even matter? I mean, these all were.
Milwaukee, maybe, but that's a guess.
No, San Francisco is 76. So
Okay,
um is he retooling? What's he doing?
this team should be better too.
Uh,
This rotation already looks better than Oakland's. At least they're not all hurt.
Yeah, I don't like it. I mean, they're all okay. I mean,
I
Rodriguez.
don't dislike it. I like them.
Yeah, I don't like or dislike. The bullpen looks okay. Again, I
I have to
don't.
make a draft pick, AJ, real quick, and then I'm
Okay,
coming back.
I'll keep going. All right, the bullpen and starting rotation both look okay. Nothing stands out. I think the bats is where we're going to see something better. Um, I like this Andrew Johnson. Sad he's fragile at 24. If he fills in with that gap in San Francisco, it looks nice. First season up, I think that's the right call. Get that final dev at 24. Lu- Lucio Bernardo, there we go. Um, in his first full season, trying to get that dev in Sky. We'll see if it fills
I
out.
like this team a lot.
You picked already?
Yeah,
Oh, damn. Okay. Um,
I did not get all of my guys got taken earlier today. You missed that. Congratulations there.
uh,
While you were on the plane, I got sniped by a couple of guys, five, six peak picks ahead of me.
uh,
But it went pretty well, and I had a guy pretty much queued up.
okay. All right. The Giants, I like them more than Oakland. Correct.
I like this team more than a lot of teams. A lot of
I
them.
I don't like them more
Uh,
than Pittsburgh, Toronto, Miami,
no,
or
I don't know that you would
Arizona.
say that. I
They're
might
not a
even
top
say the
four.
Cubs.
They're not a top four, but they could be a five or six.
Do you like them more than the Cubs? I might. I
I
might.
I do. I do. Yeah, no, they I think they could be sixth place, maybe fifth.
Yeah, I like
Um,
this team. They look pretty good. I
yeah,
agree with Craig. I think the Giants look like a playoff lock.
yeah, compared to the shit we've been seeing in the NL, yeah. Okay, Brewers had 64. Houston, I haven't heard from him in a while. 64 as well. And then Dan and KC at 69. Of course, Dan gets 69 wins because he loves to do 69 in all the contracts. Is he still doing that?
I assume
He,
so. I don't
oh,
know why he
90.
would stop.
I see 99. Is he still doing the 69s? I don't know. Um, I don't know. Doesn't look like he is. Anyway, um, are they ready to come out of a rebuild? Hmm, let's
Is
see.
that what we're doing? We're looking at the Reds.
Yeah, because they've been in a rebuild.
You know what? This team might make the playoffs. Well, maybe not.
Okay, Guevara I like. Ward is okay. Fletcher's okay. Rick Dean's okay. I like the rotation more than Oakland, if that's the bar. I like Thompson. I like Newell, Spellman, Schaefer. Ooh, I don't like this Coda guy. I don't like Hess. Those are not Sky players. I mean, the top four of the bullpen with the rotation looks better than Oakland. The bottom three of the bullpen is not Sky level. Um,
Ice Snoggle. Come on. That's an 80-80 name. Really, really weird player, but love the name. Um,
I mean, the bats. I mean, they're going to be better than 69 wins based on what we've seen. I think so.
I feel like this guy, Kevin Bilal, should have hit better than he did last year. So maybe he'll have a. Oh, I wish this guy Myron Tolan weren't fragile. He looks really nice.
Why is Sergio Garcia in Sky?
I don't see him. Where is Sergio Garcia? What are you
Oh,
talking
sorry,
about?
Sergio Castillo.
Castillo. Oh yes, Oh no, this. Oh my gosh, this is the guy that the
There's the trade.
20 K 75 power.
Yeah. No.
Yes, this is the guy that was an
Well,
IFA.
this is what you do when you're just trying to have some fun. You're like, I don't want to win yet. We're,
Exactly.
you know.
That's why it was done. This is the guy that Zach signed that was an IFA, and I think it was last year, 2 years ago.
Yeah. Uh,
And then he was traded to the Reds, and now he's hurt, and he's just going to almost exclusively against righties, one would think, and or against lefties, one would think.
Yep.
Oh, no, it's pretty equivalent. He can hit both ways. You can strike out either handed against either hand pitcher. No, this would be fun. Oh, I would totally do something like this just to irritate you. As a matter of fact, if the Phillies ever just hard rebuild again, I hereby promise to do something like this.
But the thing is, with how bad the AL is, maybe you don't want to win, but like the pitching wasn't close to the worst we've seen.
I don't think this team looks terrible.
And the bats, the
This
bat,
six win
nah,
run
I
might
mean
be
the
okay.
no, the bats aren't good enough. But um, like, could this team go from 69 wins to 74 wins? Sure. Could they flirt with 500? I don't know. I mean,
I think this team could be 500.
there's too much interleague play.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. A lot of things need to go right. How does the farm look? I feel like Dan's actually pretty good at this game.
I mean, I
So
love Axel Adams. Switch hitter with no splits. Woo! That looks good. So I'm excited for Axel Adams. First round pick in 2070. Um, that's just beautiful. Ivan Alanis.
I like this guy too.
I like him. Hopefully, he devs soon. 23, already in double A just to keep the progression, but has had two bad seasons in a row. Hope he gets there.
This kid, I remember when he was drafted last year, Dave Stanley.
I'm not high on Dave Stanley. His third pitch, his second and third pitch are gone. He's a bullpen piece. That changeup's not coming in. You know that.
I don't know how much that even matters anymore in the current meta of pitching. I mean, you're probably right, but I just don't. I don't believe anything anybody says about pitching because I think it's all made up. Meanwhile, Miles Morris is a nice looking spec. 21, 40, 70, like it.
I like
In
Miles
triple
Morris. Yep.
A, looks like a pretty good pitcher.
Yeah. Okay, so
I like this farm.
yeah, there's stuff going. The farm seems pretty deep. Not a lot of elite, but a lot of very good. Um, all right, Reds are on their way up and should be exiting a rebuild, hopefully in a season or two.
You can buy
Um,
some red stock. I think this is a team that has a chance to do well.
yeah,
Moving up.
and we're happy Dan is back. Um, yeah, and I think
Love Dan, no matter which team he's GMing.
he's been in a rebuild for 4 seasons. I think the fifth might be the last.
Coming out.
Yeah. All right.
They're coming out.
Next, we have the brothers.
Who finished last? Houston, I'll bet.
They were tied.
He's sort of decent.
They were tied.
Oh, gracious.
They were tied. It's the brothers were tied at 64 wins.
Because of course they were.
Um. All right. Let's start with Houston. Love, 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 love Victor Trejo. Oh my gosh. Lefty with no issues against lefties.
Oh, he's 23 and not fully devved. Come on.
Yeah, but he's getting there. He's getting there. This
Freak out.
this profile really reminds me of a young Christian Castillo when he was coming up with the Red Sox. Lefty who hit lefties almost as well as righties. Good eye, good power, good everything.
I really like the player. I don't know why the heck he's in the pros. I don't think I'd do this.
I would.
Okay.
Do you have this? I mean, you're a shit. You can see my screen. Do you have the bars just as good as I do?
Exactly.
Yeah, I definitely have him in the pros. He's
I
20,
have a player who looks very similar to this that I started in AAA.
23 and a half. I'd do it. I'd do it.
Maybe.
Yeah.
55, 80? Really a good question.
I don't care about the overall. The bars, if you're 50, 55 and above at every single way, righties and lefties, that's good.
Oh, you're talking about just on the rating screen itself, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Okay.
He's positionless.
You stick him in a corner outfield spot, hope for the best. I
No,
mean, his
that's
preferred position is DH, but
a 55 rating. That's not going to cut it. Some
oh,
55
I
rating.
agree.
Yeah,
Outfield D can, it's weird. It could, it could work out.
yeah. All right. Gutierrez Palmero. He looks okay. Is there anyone else on the offense? No. No one worth talking about outside of Trejo. Pitching. Eddie Anderson looks good, but he's fragile. Nevada Redding still around. Jesus Christ. 35. Former Phil.
I tried to sign him and got outbid, and that's okay.
That's
You've got to
okay.
go that second year, and that's okay.
Yeah.
So,
Yup Tango looks good, but
I
fragile.
like Yep Tango. I wish Yep Tango were not fragile,
I know.
but I like the player.
I don't care for this pitching. It's very piecemealed together by a bunch of free agent signings of has-beens and
Don't like it.
yeah.
No, the free agent signings and has-beens, don't pick on that. That could work out okay. This guy Thackeray, that could work out. I mean, he's not very good, but he's okay.
No, he's
Could
fine.
work out.
Yeah, no, he's fine. I
Same thing
don't.
with Ryan Tynes. I don't love the player, but this could work out.
This is a better team than the 64 win team last season.
Yes, it is. This team might even play better than the Reds over the full season. Wouldn't surprise me.
I wouldn't be surprised either. No, I'm not. I'm not a hater.
I don't know that it's going to happen, but I will not be surprised if it happens.
I agree. All right, let me just quickly check their specs because I know they've been in a rebuild. Ooh, not much, not much. But
Oh, there's another guy for you, Zachary Hippolito, 30
no,
void Ks.
no, that's not a spec. That's worth nothing in my book. Absolutely nothing. Never had a player like this who's ever succeeded in Sky that I can remember. Someone fact check me.
50 contract, 70 BABIP, 30 avoid Ks. That's incredible. I don't even know. Name me a player who's like that in real life. It's made up crap.
How'd the Phils do? We just went 3-1. White Sox went 3-1 with two short-term injuries. That's fine. How'd the Phils do?
Phillies went 4-2
Yay, congrats.
with a sweep of the Rays. We had an all home sim. So the Phillies had the fun 13-11 loss, followed by 1-0 loss last sim. That was great fun.
That
Always
that's
good to laugh.
that sounds like a lot of fun.
Yep.
Um,
We are going to be missing a starter out for 3 weeks. That's nothing new.
yeah. All right.
Lost some close games to Colorado. Otherwise, it's a successful sim. The
Yeah.
Phillies have 500 written all over them.
Yeah. All right. So last up in the NL,
Milwaukee Brewers.
the Brujas. Why has Jimmy Jones been up? I guess we're trying to see if he could dev, and he's fragile, so why not? I guess because 24.
He was. Is that just a cup of coffee last year, or was he up all year? I don't know what they're doing. See, things like this make me mad. Why are the Phillies not more successful when I do smarter things than this?
Yeah, this pitching looks terrible.
This team looks awful. And then you get to the hitters, and they look really good.
Let me see. Ooh, Rand Russell. Give me some of that. Switch hitter, 70, 80 power.
You
Woo!
don't know about the Rand Russell? Oh,
2 seasons in a row, leading Sky and home runs.
love me, my Rand Russell.
Me too. Now,
Love him. Love him. This Anthony Kirkpatrick's one hell of a good player.
Austin Guillon. That's a great looking first baseman. Another, wow, him and Russell, both with 40 plus home run seasons, 2 seasons in a row. That's quite a 1-2. Kirk
Tyler Ross probably going to play third base.
Kirkpatrick's not even playing. I guess because he's wrecked, but he should be playing.
He
No?
should be playing. He best be playing. He should play.
Why is why would Raymond Velasquez be starting at second base over Anthony Kirkpatrick?
I don't know. Is Kirkpatrick? I don't know where he's playing these guys. So
Well, Kirkpatrick's a second baseman and he's not starting, and Raymond Velasquez is starting. Why?
he does have Raymond Velasquez in the lineup at second base. You speak the truth.
Yeah, I don't like that. Um,
Yeah, this makes no sense.
but outside of those top three bashers, oh, Gus Solano looks good too, but
These
he's
guys are all pretty decent.
yeah, but they don't play defense. Gus Solano is not an outfielder, and he's playing outfield. That's going to give you some losses. Tyler Ross is not a third baseman anymore, and that's going to give you some losses right there. Clifford
I
Carr.
think this team looks better than Houston, unless you want to count the pitching. They're not going to pitch better than Houston.
No, Houston's pitching is way better, like light years better. The offense is good, but the defense is terrible. Um,
This team might have the worst bullpen in baseball.
I think we've
If the
seen
guy
worse.
the lefty is a side armor.
No, we've seen worse bullpens tonight.
This team,
I
starting
mean,
pitcher.
are they better than 64 wins? I could see them getting to 70. Maybe.
You know what?
Maybe.
This division might actually be better than the Rivera. It
No.
might be.
No.
It's close.
No. Really?
I don't know. What's the best division in this? I guess the Sparrows probably the best division.
I mean, there's no good division. Could we
This
just say
division
that?
looks better than I thought it was going to.
There's no good division.
This team might be better than the Reds, although I think the Reds are going to pitch better. I need another playoff team from this division.
Okay, let's rank this division now that we've gotten through it.
Atlanta,
Oh,
San Fran.
yep.
After that, I'm not really sure how much I care. Um, I'll go Oakland.
Yep.
Um, and then I think I'm going to go Houston, Milwaukee, Cincinnati for no reason whatsoever. Um,
I'll
Mainly just because I want Dan to get the good draft pick and keep rebuilding through the draft because I root for Dan and love Dan and want to see him do well.
yeah, yeah. I'll same top three, and then I'll go Houston, Cincinnati, Milwaukee. Um, all right, we've made it through the NL. Not to be a bummer to everyone, but I do not have time for the AL. It's almost 2 a.m. here in London, and I do need to attempt to sleep. Um,
Now, where are you? Are you flying out tomorrow somewhere?
no, I'm in London right now.
You are staying in London.
Yeah, yeah. I'm
Oh,
going to Germany next,
okay.
but
All right.
that's not till Thursday. Um, but let's pick our eight playoff teams and who we think's coming out of the NL, and then we could sign off. And I might be able to do this again tomorrow night and finish up the AL because jet lag. But
We shall see.
we shall see. Because we almost spent 2 hours. So
That's not bad.
yeah. All
I'll
right. So who
say
are the eight playoff teams, Trent?
I'm going to take the Cubs in eighth. I'm going to put Oakland in seventh. I don't believe I'm saying this. But I think they're in a lesser division and go from there. San Fran in sixth,
San Francisco or SF, please.
SF. Um, and then
Who do you have fifth if San Francisco is six? You have Texas fifth?
yeah, I ran out of playoff teams. You know what? I will take. I'm going to have to put another team in that stupid division in fifth. I'll put the London Royals in fifth spot,
Wow.
and then Miami in fourth, And I think I'm going to take. Wait, no, wait, hold on.
Toronto or Pittsburgh? You got Toronto, Pittsburgh, and uh,
Let's make
Arizona.
division winners. I do not need to put the London Royals anywhere.
You do not.
Um,
No.
no, screw the London Royals. Um, I'm going to put the Miami Marlins in fifth,
Yep.
and then Toronto in fourth,
Yep.
because I think Pittsburgh's going to win that division. And then in third place is the worst division winner. I'll take Pittsburgh to be in third place. Then the Diamondbacks, the 2 seed, and Atlanta, the 1 seed. And I think I will take the Pittsburgh Pirates to come out of the Riviera again. I don't love the Diamondbacks without Toucan,
You mean
and I'm
the
giving
NL?
up picking the Braves in the playoffs.
Oh, so you're
The
taking
next
Pitt.
time I pick the Braves to win a playoff game will be after the Braves next win a playoff game.
So Pittsburgh is going back to the SES.
Yep, that I'll take.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna go. I mean, Atlanta one, Arizona two. I'm gonna go Toronto three, Miami four, Pittsburgh five, San Francisco six. And do I have to pick two more teams? Ay, ay, ay.
Yes, you do. I did, so you have to.
Okay. I guess we're going Cubs, right? The Cubs are okay.
Cubs were okay.
Cubs were we'll go seven, and then, whew,
Here's where it really hurts.
it's like, is it the Royals? Is it the A's?
Is it the Twins?
Is it the
It could be
Twins?
lots of teams.
Let's go. Oh my God. I'll put. Mm, I'll put Kansas City sneaking in eighth seed
Yeah.
at 81 and 81.
Now, do you have the Braves as the 1 seed?
Oh, by far, yeah.
Okay. Because if they beat the Braves in the first round, that'll be good, good, good. That'll be good drama. Love that.
That would.
Kansas City man, over the Braves in the first round of the playoffs be great fun. So,
um, yes, that would. Well, all right. We have made it.
well, thanks, AJ, for putting this together and everything. Appreciate it.
Yeah, no, thanks for joining, Trent.
Yeah, you
Maybe,
be good, Skyline.
yes.
Enjoy your sim tomorrow.
Eh,
Somebody play with AJ and do the AL and say nice thing about the Phillies.
Yes, we'll see if I am able to do it tomorrow or if we get some other people. Go for
Yeah.
it. Have some fun. All
Cool.
right. Thank you, everyone. Have a good night.
Thanks again, AJ. Bye, Skyline.